Welcome, welcome, welcome. I trust everyone had a marvelous evening. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, Faith in Existence Ministry and LLC. And faith stands for Families Are Important Transformational Habitations. As a marital family therapist, I learned there aren't many Black men conducting counseling. There are also many marital family therapists in the tri-state area. I wanted to do something unique, right? I wanted to really find and develop my own theory to really meet the needs of my clients. I found that many strongholds are found in the four areas of life, which we have talked about in the previous videos, are physical, psychological, spiritual, and social well-being. There are strongholds in these four areas of life, which is often found in family trees. And unbeknownst to most of my clients, they're living their lives today based on unresolved issues inside the past. So I wanted to develop a theory which has aspects of many of the important foundational theories inside this field, yet I wanted to really find a theory which have no weaknesses, which is proven to be beneficial for all forms of clients. There's no prejudice or stigmas to social economic status, or whether you're single, or whether you're married, or whether you divorce, whatever areas of your life. I wanted to find a theory that really meet the needs of my client. So when I was in school, right, some of the foundational theories I have studied that's useful in this field are Bowen's approach. There's contextual therapy, object relations, MRI approach, strategic, Milan systemic, structural, experimental, emotion focus, solution focus, narrative, collaborative, behavioral and cognitive, psychoeducational approach, the feminist approach, and the network approach. Each one of these theories have their strengths, and they also have challenges, issues, right? What I found in each one of these theories is that there is a common theme, and the common theme is each one of these theories have a spiritual foundation. So after all these years of studying the Bible, since 1999, I developed my own theory. It's called the Holistic Spiritual Recovery Model, which consists of 7 sets and has 49 stages, right? When people locate me, my profile is in psychology today. One of the first things I ask clients during a free intake session is, there are many marital family therapists in this field. Why do you choose me? Why do you think we're going to be a good fit? Most, if not all, of my clients say is because in my profile, I mentioned keywords that really stimulate them: holistic recovery, shalom, peace in all areas of life, operating from a spiritual foundation, a strength-based demeanor, which basically means that the answer comes from the clients, and they find that fascinating. And so what I did is that I developed my theory based on biblical foundations. But I believe as a therapist, you need to have as many tools in your toolbox to meet the needs of the client. Now, this approach I've developed, not only it meets the spiritual well-being of my clients, but also their physical well-being, their psychological well-being, their social well-being. And these are the four areas of life. The strongholds that prevent individuals from reaching their full potentials are based on strongholds in these four areas of life. Some of the clients may be aware, but most of the time they are not aware. I will do a genealogy, a family tree study, and point out with the clients the strengths and the challenges of the family members. And they are often surprised to find out that the issues they are coping with in the present is the same issues their family members, their parents, grandparents, siblings, uncles, aunts had struggled with in the past. So the first of this set that I have developed is called the 5 C's, and the object lesson here is self-examination. As I said before, there are 7 sets, and each set have consists of 7 different themes. The first set is called self-examination, which is the object lesson, and it's called the 5 C's. All right. The central text here is Proverbs 10:11. This is taken from the King James Version. The mouth of the righteous man is a well of life, but violence covered the mouth of the wicked. The 5 C's has to do with your interaction styles, right? We can either speak life or death in others, right? And the thoughts that and the emotions come together, forming the words that come out of our mouth, is influenced by what is going on inside of us. As I said in the previous video, sin is embedded in the flesh, right? It's as if your flesh has a video of your life in the past, and these issues are played out in how we interact with others in the world today, whether our family members, how we care for self, how we deal with stress, how we take care of our well-being, whether we making excuses. These concerns impact the health and wealth, not only of ourselves, but our interactions. So the mouth of a righteous man is a well of life. The opposite of this, the mouth of an unrighteous man is a well of death. But violence covered the mouth of the wicked, which basically means the same thing. Right? I have another text here, Isaiah 55, verse 6-11. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him. And to our God, and he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So what Jesus is saying here is that his thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. And the reason why his thoughts and his ways are not our ways is because, number one, his home is higher than our home. There's a certain atmosphere in his home that we need to understand to have it conveyed inside our homes. Our home is called to be a sanctuary, a place of refuge, a place of peace. You have a long, difficult day at work, right? Challenges at work, challenges with parking and with driving and so forth. Do you want to come home to your home when your home is not in disorder? Your home is messy. How is that going to replenish the battery of your heart? It's important for us to understand our home should be a place of order, a place of peace, of harmony. Your home should be like a sauna or like a waterfall. As soon as you think about coming home, your battery of your heart is recharged like your phone. All right. It's a place that we should seek not only for the well-being of ourselves, but for every person who lives in your home and every person who visits your home. Each home has an atmosphere, and that atmosphere is either clarity or confusion. So Jesus is telling us here that we have the capacity of changing the atmosphere in our home as we breathe out the issues of life. We breathe in newness of life. So the atmosphere in our home should be heavenly potpourri. It should be elegance. It should be calmness and peace. Very, very important. So the 5 C's consist of this: communication, compassion, commitment, compromise, and conversion. And what I do in counsel for my clients, I'll ask them a question: what does communication look like for you? And I'll have the clients explain communications during good times. What does communication look like during difficult times? Is it focused on the here and now? Is it focused on unresolved past issues? Is the person able to the couple able to sit down and discuss the issue without being angry or frustrated? I look at the emotions that's driving their behaviors. The emotions either are healthy emotions or unhealthy emotions. And you know what? One of the most fascinating texts you find inside the Bible, Paul says, be angry, but sin not. Right? There are times we will be caught up in our emotions, but we should not allow our emotions to dictate our behaviors. So I'll ask the client, what does communication look like? What does compassion look like? What does commitment look like? Whether commitment with themselves and commitment with their significant others. What does compromise look like? What does conversion look like? Right? If the client have a spiritual foundation, I would tell them, locate in the Bible text on communication, a text on compassion, text on commitment, text on compromise and conversion, and explain why you choose that text, right? What does that text mean to you? Describe the context of what was going on in that particular text with the individual. Was it healthy? Was it healthy actions, activities, or was it unhealthy? And how can this text give you insight of how you are functioning today? Then lastly, I'll ask them to pray about the issues, right? And in the context of counseling, what we're doing here is connecting with heaven vertically, right? There's a term in counseling, it calls self of the therapist, where I put all my issues aside and partner with the clients. We are the 2 bottom points of the triangle, and it's connecting, which means that we have shared interests of prosperity. The top portion of the triangle is Jesus, and what he does is that he speaks to us individually and collectively, and we form a triangle. All right. So it's a vertical relationship during the counsel session, and here's the catch. I challenge my clients. Okay, it's good that you understand this vertical perspective of how we can improve our communications and have a better sense of compassion and commitment and compromise from a healthy perspective and conversion from a horizontal perspective. But what happens when counseling is over? When the camera is no longer on you? What does your interaction look like in from the time the sessions end until the next time we meet again, right? And that's the key, to be able to put into practice what you have learned. What I challenge myself to do in counseling, I'm pouring out to my counselees what has been poured into me, and they in turn have to pour out in their interactions with themselves and with their significant others to improve their relational functioning. These 5 themes are necessary in order to have relationships that are sustainable, right? Relationships that are based on health and wealth, on empathy and respect and genuineness. There are a lot of obstacles in this world, a lot of distractions that's maybe or may not be designed to destroy relationships. One of the 3 institutions that's currently under attack is marriage, right? Marriage is one of the 3 institutions that was instituted during Creation Week and is currently under attack right now. So many couples are contemplating divorce and separations, right? There's an inability to be solution focused because all their energies is on the problem, right? In counseling, there's a theme, important theme is called 4-to-1 ratio. For every challenging issue faced, you have to discuss 4 positive issues. So this whole idea is to move from being problem focused to solution focused. This is part of solution focused therapy. Everyone has strengths, everyone has resources, and everyone has protective factors. The challenge for folks is to examine what emotion is driving their behaviors, name it, externalize it, roll it out the window, and replace it with the emotion that's have yours and your significant other's best interest in mind. For example, frustration and anger does not allow you to understand the other's point of view. Never had your best intentions at heart. You have to name it, externalize it, replace it with an emotion that is more compromising, an emotion that aligns with the 5 C's: love, genuineness, the fruits of the spirit, peace, gentleness, goodness, meekness. Meekness is enduring injury with patience, right? Emotions that's going to allow you to make decisions in the spirit of harmony, right? If you are married, one of the questions that's going to be asked of you, what have you done to sanctify your spouse, right? Every marriages have mountains and valleys. It has good times and have difficult times, but it's about weathering the storm, right? Being able to communicate, share your concerns, share your emotions, share your thoughts. Remember, compassion is one of the themes that probably brought the couple together, right? And there has to be a commitment to solving problems, not staying in the problem, but solving the problems. Compromise should be healthy. It should be healthy. You compromising not from a tit or tat perspective, but compromising in the decision that's going to edify both of you. And conversion basically means is to live in the light, live in the spirit of harmony, in the spirit of tranquility, in the spirit of peace. A true conversion experience is a person who exemplifies what Jesus is. You walking and you talking in the spirit of peace and harmony. I hope this has been informative for you. This is a template I developed and I often use in therapy, and it has worked wonders with having my clients improve their relational function. And I hope you like it. Please discuss your comments, and remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see this presentation, this video, as well as many others, I will be discussing many of the themes, the templates, the perspectives I have developed. And in the future, I will also bring in some of my clients or my colleagues, where we have discussed these templates, these sets, and they will be given their testimonies of how the holistic spiritual recovery model have improved their relational function. For example, I will be interviewing someone about the 5 C's, and they will they will share their testimonies of what their relationship was before uh, having an understanding what the 5 C's were or is, and how the 5 C's have improved their relational function. I hope you enjoy this. Have a good evening, and remember, keep your eyes on heavenly things, because the answer is always from above. Be blessed and have a wonderful evening.